Welcome to Cheese Making Part 3. Today we're going to be doing the fun stuff. We're actually going to be taking the cheese out of the cave and eating it. Let's go. All right, part 3 of cheese making. Today, we're going to be taking the cheese out of the cave and we're actually going to get to eat it. It's been in there for a little over 60 days, so we're going to see what type of delicious flavors the bacteria and fungal flora have imparted into our cheese. If you want to see part 1 and part 2, part 1 I'm going to try and put up here. Part 1 is where David the Good and I actually took 5 gallons of his milk, cooked the milk, separated the curds and the whey, and then part 2 is where we pressed it, we bandaged it up, and then we actually put it in the cheese cave. So part 1 is in my friend David the Good's channel up here. Part 2 is hopefully going to be up here. Take a look at those to see the first couple bits of the cheese making process. Okay, and so this is my cheese cave. This is where the cheese has been stayed for the past 60 days. If you want to know how I built this cheese cave and the importance of it, look up in the top left or the top right, and there's a video all about my cheese cave, how I built it and the importance of it. So this is what the cheese looks like at the end of that 60 days. I tried to take a picture almost every day. I didn't quite get every day, but here's a time lapse of the cheese from when we first put it in to present. And so this is one of the fun things about making your own farmstead cheese. The microbiology of cheese making, what microbes acidify the cheese and what microbes are in it as it cures and ages, what fungi grow around it. Those are the things that really give the cheese the flavor. And the way we did this farmstead cheese, we didn't attempt to control any of the microbiology. We just let nature take place. And it's like a mystery box. You don't know what flavor you're going to get until you bite into that first bite. But no matter what you get, it's probably going to be good, especially if you're like me and you like stinky cheeses. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to take this cheese out and we're going to bring it to David the Good's house. And we are going to partake in this delicious, moldy piece of cheese. Okay, so we're here at my friend David's the Good house. And nice, delicious flora of all types of different mold and fungi and other types of bacteria. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut this bandage off, or we're going to unpeel the bandage as best I can. I'm going to cut here and just get it going. As we take this bandage off, the mold, most of the mold should come with it. And that mold was just providing a protective layer to the cheese to kind of help stop some of the moisture evaporation. All that mold just peels right off. All right. So I'm just going to cut it right down the middle. Oh, that slice is nice.
That's 4 gallons of raw milk right there, condensed down.
Look at how beautiful that cheese looks on the inside.
This is definitely safe.
Oh, yes. I mean, is there bad mold?
No, I don't think so.
Besides black mold, but black mold is not at this temperature that this was at. Ooh, I'm a horrible cheese cutter, so we're going to put that right there. Cut this, cut a little bit more of this rind off. It did form somewhat of a rind. Going to cut that off and we can feed it to the pig once we catch the pig. Only thing missing is a adult cranberry juice.
All right, let's see.
One.
It has a sharp, almost mold overtone, like a Romano, or something.
Not quite like a cheddar like we were
Not
hoping
very cheddary.
for, but still very delicious.
Well, it has a very mild texture too. It's softer than Gouda, I would say. Almost getting into Limburger softness, but not quite. But quite edible.
Very edible, very palatable. And I personally prefer stinky cheeses, so I actually love the flavor of this.
Yeah, I like the sharp flavor.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I just got done doing some sheep's milk cheese. I didn't quite have 5 gallons of it, so I couldn't use my big press, so I made some presses out of tin cans. So little tiny pieces of blocks of cheese like that I just put in my cheese cave. So I'm looking forward to getting a little bit more of this.
That'll be interesting to see. That's very pretty.
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat that.
Yeah.
No, I'll let you have that piece. There is a sharp, right as you taste it, there's a sharp overtone. And then it kind of mellows out, and there's some cheddar underneath. But that's a successful cheese.
That is definitely a
That's
successful
definitely,
cheese.
we do that again. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations. Awesome.